Hello, adventurers. My name's Tyler.
And I'm Richard.
On today's episode, we're talking about AdHoc Studios' Dispatch. Welcome to True Strike.
Howdy, folks, and welcome back to the show.
Ho, ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho. The holidays are upon us.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, but we're not talking about a TTRPG today. Yet.
Could we be?
Could we be? Eventually?
Hopefully.
Hopefully. But yeah, we're talking about Dispatch, a video game. We sometimes talk about those on this channel.
Yeah, that does happen.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to have to do our, what it was called? The fantasy draft.
Oh,
We've got a fantasy
we don't
draft
really
games
have to
critic.
do
Yes,
that.
we
don't have to.
We're going to. So last year, if you're here at the very beginning of 2025, well, last year, early at the beginning of the year, it feels like a year ago. I mean,
Yeah.
we did like a fantasy draft thing. This has nothing to do with today's episode, so keep listening if you care. And we drafted games, stuff like that. That's what I'm referencing. We got to wrap that up in like a couple weeks or whatever. I don't know. I almost forgot we have to do that. And then we'll have to draft for next year's games.
Neither one of us had Dispatch on that list.
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yeah.
Which is interesting because it was on our radar because we
for
talked
sure.
about it when we were at like Gen Con and stuff like that too. It was on our radars. It just wasn't on my radar as being what it was going to be, I guess, or as big as it was going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish it was on my list. Actually, I don't even know what it reviewed at.
I don't know.
I didn't look at
there's
Metacritic.
no way to know.
Yeah, there's no way for us to even know this.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we don't usually talk about video games. But sometimes we do, especially if it's a game that, I mean, theoretically both of us liked. Full disclosure here, I don't even know if Tyler likes this game. I have no idea.
We've hardly talked about it.
So I played this game as it was released, episodic, which was actually torturous to my soul because I loved this game. Spoiler alert. Start to finish. I've played it 3 times, actually.
Did you finish your third playthrough?
Yes, I finished my third playthrough.
Oh, wow. I have not done that. I played it once.
I have played it 3 times, and I played it as it was released. So I got 2 episodes at a shot, basically, which was so torturous because every like Wednesday I was sitting down and I was like, oh, it's Dispatch day. It's time to play Dispatch. And I'd sit down and I would just breeze through it. It felt like so fast because I was just waiting for the new episodes to drop. And then as soon as they hit, I played through them.
It's 8 episodes, right? So 4 weeks of you doing this?
It was something else. And like I said, it was torturous, but I do kind of think that I got something from that, right? That whole like having to sit on the decisions that I made. And I did not do multiple simultaneous playthroughs. So
right.
My daughter actually played it as well. And she said the same exact thing when I was playing it, because she asked me, she was like, are you going to do a second playthrough, like a second save file? So you're doing the, 2 things next to each other.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, absolutely not. I'm playing through as Robert, start to finish.
Yeah.
If I do a second playthrough, it'll be after I finish one. Then I'll go through and play. So I didn't do multiple save files from the shot. So every week I was just living with the decisions that I made. She agreed. She was like, oh yeah, that's how we're going to do it. We're just playing through the episodes as they come out.
Yeah. If you've made it this far and you're wondering, no, we're not going to spoil anything right now, but we will be going into spoilers for sure.
Yes.
And we will let you know.
Yeah, we'll let you know when that
happens.
Yeah. Because we can't really talk about this game without spoiling stuff.
Yeah. So yeah, if you haven't checked it out, here's some words and stuff. It does have an 88 Metascore on Metacritic right now with a user score of 9.0.
Okay.
So critics and users pretty close.
Yeah.
Like 2 points off.
2 points off.
Yeah.
I'm shocked. I thought it would be higher.
Steam gave it a 10 out of 10.
I thought it would be higher.
Anything.
Yeah. Because I rate this game very highly. So I don't know if you're willing to put a number on it.
A number. Numbers are tough. Numbers are tough. Would I give it a 10 out of 10? No. Right? Would I give it an 8 out of 10? Easy. Would I give it a 9 out of 10? I don't know. 8.5?
8.5.
You've played it more than me too, though.
I would say 9.5.
Okay.
A solid 9.5 for me.
I'm in such a weird point where it's interesting because you have more playtime in this game than I do, obviously. I played it all in one sitting.
Yeah, but I don't know if that means much because of the fact that there's multiple.
You got your one story, and that's my main story.
Yeah, so does it like?
Sure.
I don't think it really invalidates your experience that you only played it once.
The one thing I wish it was longer. I wish I had more time with these characters.
Yeah.
The gameplay itself is that's weird, right? Because even the moment to moment gameplay of sending people out on dispatch, which is what I'm referencing as the gameplay, because it's where you have the most hands on, right? The hacking mini games that are part of that are fine. They're okay. They're never like exhilarating, right? Now, every once in a while you get that like, there's like 1 second left. I got to finish this thing. And you slam down and that part's pretty cool. But the moment to moment gameplay of dispatching people is entertaining in the sense that like the story is still happening between the banter of the characters and people are sitting out and stuff like that. You've got a little bit of strategizing as far as who you send out together, and you're trying to get certain overlap and try to reference like keywords and know where that, lines up with different abilities. And it's a fun gameplay mechanic. Like I like how they did it. I have not experienced a game that does that already. And I thought that was great. It wasn't the most exhilarating game I've ever played, and it wasn't the most entertaining game I've played. I know it didn't win Game of the Year from TGA's. I'm not shocked. You know what I mean? I know you were wondering why I wasn't on the top 5, and that came up at one point, and maybe we'll talk about that. But I'm not shocked it like wasn't everyone's Game of the Year.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the only reason why I end up dinging it is the gameplay, because I had a ton of fun with it. I liked the dispatching. I liked the quick time events and stuff like that. That was fun to do. I
quick question.
Wish that it was a little bit more in depth, which is why I can't give it a full 10, but I'll give it a 9.5.
So quick time events.
Yeah.
You had quick time events turned on?
Oh yeah, I did.
I had them turned off.
You had them turned off?
Yep. Because they give you the option right off the jump in this game of cinematic or like immersive. And I immediately was like, you know what? I'm about to sit down and just play through this for like 8 hours. What's Reddit think? And I went to Reddit and they're like, just do cinematic.
Yeah.
They're like, you're not missing anything. And one guy was like, yeah, I mispressed getting my shirt on like 3 times in a row. And I got really upset. And he's like, just do cinematic. Enjoy it for the story. They're like, you don't need it. And then if you go back for a second playthrough and you want to throw it on, but just enjoy the ride. So and I was like, bet that's what I want to do right now.
The opposite direction.
Yeah.
So the very first playthrough, I played it with the using QuickTime events. And then when I did my subsequent playthroughs, my second playthrough, I did with them on again. And then my third playthrough, I turned them off.
Okay.
And I just went through like normal.
Yeah.
And that's just because I don't know, unconfirmed, but I have heard that there are some slight scene changes, depending on some failures of some of the QuickTime events.
Interesting.
So you do get a slight, like, it's
variation.
not like anything major.
Sure.
But I do believe there are some very like minor things.
I mean, that would make sense.
Yeah, that you get like small scenes of if you fail certain things. But like I said, unconfirmed. I don't know if that's true. That's just what the internet has told me, and I believed it. And then I was all like, I'm not missing any scenes or doing anything weird. I'm not going to fail any of these. And I did really good, actually, my first playthrough.
Yeah.
And then the second one, I just left it on. And then the third one, I'm like, I want to do cinematic because this is my third playthrough. I might as well just watch, and just watch things. So that's what I did.
It's a great movie.
It's a very good movie. But yeah, no, like I said at the beginning of that was like my 9.5 is your whole critique. I did enjoy it though. I think I enjoyed it more than you probably, obviously. But if I was going to change anything, it would be to make that a little bit more. And that's why I don't give it a full 10. I will say that out of all the games that I have played this year, it knocked my number 1 slot down and became my number 1 game.
Why is that?
Just because I had such an enjoyable experience with this game.
Now, is that the story and the characters, or because obviously it doesn't sound like it was the gameplay?
It was, the story and the characters were the shining force for me. Like that's like really just like I got sold on the world and the people living in it is what really got me. And I played some really good games this year. Like my tops were like stuff like Death Stranding 2. Another controversial game a lot of people don't like. I enjoyed my time with immensely. Loved that game. Obviously, we played a lot of stuff. We played a lot of Baldur's Gate. that was super fun. But still, like, I don't know, of all the games that I played, Donkey Kong, I played
Bonanza, Expedition 33.
Expedition 33. So Expedition 33
that's
was
the one where I was surprised
one,
that
right?
it beat out that.
So I was like Expedition. My top 3 was Expedition, Death Stranding 2, and then Donkey Kong was a third place. Like that was the order of my top 3 games that I played this year.
Yeah.
But then I played this, and it became my number 1, and it basically just kind of like shoved Donkey Kong off the list for my top 3. Yeah, it pushed it out.
Genuinely, wow. Like
I pushed Donkey Kong out of my top 3.
Interesting.
Yeah, because Expedition I absolutely adored. Like everything about that game was super duper fun. I love the characters, love the story. The gameplay was good. It wasn't like the best gameplay that I've ever had in a turn-based RPG, but it was very good. It was enjoyable. And Death Stranding 2, same thing. Such a character-driven thing, and I loved the story. Loved all the characters that were in it, everything that was there. But then again, the world of Dispatch and the acting of Dispatch, the characters of Dispatch, even something like Claire, like it was a more enjoyable experience for me than even Claire was. And Claire was a great game, but knocked it out of the slot for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While we're still here talking about non-spoilery things, we wanted to bring up, there is a Dispatch campaign frame that someone has been working on for...
Remember we said this was kind of about TTRPGs?
Yeah, this is the kind of...
relevant. This is the kind of. So yeah, this is a Dispatch framework that was made by Eric Smith. And it is for Daggerheart. We keep saying framework. I don't think you ever said the word Daggerheart, right? This is for Daggerheart. This is for Daggerheart. And it is called Dispatch Las Vegas. So there's like a whole pitch. This is like a legitimate campaign frame.
It looks amazing.
And
there's so much to it.
Amazing. I remember I didn't even consider, like, I was playing Dispatch and like you hadn't played it.
Right.
You still hadn't played it. And by the time I had beat it like the second time, you still hadn't played it. And I was all like, Dispatch. I kept talking about Dispatch. And I was like, I want to talk to you about Dispatch, but I also don't want to talk to you about Dispatch because I don't want to spoil anything.
Right. Which you didn't. I went into this with as much information as you get from the opening trailer, and that's about it.
Yeah. And you were all like, oh yeah, I've been reading on Reddit. People are like dying for Dispatch games. Like people want to run it on tabletop or like want to get in games on tabletop. And I'm like, what? And you're all like, yeah, Dispatch is like, it's a tabletop thing. People are playing this on tabletop. And I'm like, that's crazy. And you showed me some like very minimal rules for playing Dispatch on tabletop, using like roll tables and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then you came to the work with another one and you're all like, check this out. This is like the next level of Dispatch on a tabletop, a whole campaign frame.
There's so much to it. We're talking adversaries and classes.
It is
subclasses,
cool.
Right?
Yeah.
And then different kind of equipment and how to like run like scenarios. They're also, the same creator is working on an 8-session like mini campaign.
Oh yeah, you sold that. Yeah, an 8-session.
Yeah. Either way, I'm gonna link to this down in the description so you can check it out yourself. He's got it up totally for free. It looks amazing. I would love to play in this.
I would love to try
it. I have no idea, but I would be great to try it out.
Yeah,
I think this would be
love
awesome
to give it a try.
So if we do that, hey, we'll let you guys know. We'll do like a full fat review of this at some point. But until then, this is about the game. And do you have anything else you want to say before we go into spoilers? Yeah,
the other thing I was going to say is that, I was bugging you about playing this game. I still, like, you gave it an 8.5.
Yeah.
But that's all I know, is that's your, like, rating of it. But as far as, like, anything else that you did in this game, no idea what your choices were. Or like your overall kind of vibes were of this game. Because I know I loved it. I know our friend of ours, we talked about it, loved it as well. We both were like, it's our favorite game.
I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of really interested to see, like, actually, I really want to know what ending you got. That's what's been bugging me.
I feel like you know what ending I got.
The ending you got. I don't know what ending you got because I honestly have no idea what choices you would have made here. I don't know. Maybe.
All right, we'll throw out some words in a second. What I could say is I know this is coming out on Switch soon, so if you don't have any, PlayStation, what consoles is this on Xbox or is this PlayStation PC only right now?
It's PlayStation PC,
and it's coming to Switch soon.
Yeah, it's coming to Switch soon. Yeah.
Okay, if you could play this game, you should do it. It's if you like choice-driven narrative games like the old Telltale stuff. AdHoc Studios got members from that and everything. like the phoenix risen from the ashes here, and it's such a swing out the gate. This is an amazing game. The story is great. I really hope they do more of these, and whether it's the same characters, which I really love these characters, I want more of these characters, or if they'd go to a different location, a la this campaign frame taking place in Vegas.
Yeah,
that would also be cool.
That'd be cool.
I this world is rad, and I want more of it, regardless of the same characters. But hey, more of the characters I wouldn't be upset about. So yeah, check out the game if you like video games.
Yeah.
If you don't, you're probably still not listening. So hey.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, happy holidays, and see y'all later. If you don't want spoilers,
yeah, if you don't want spoilers, leave, because I needed to be spoiled on what his choices were. I have to know what he did.
And going into spoilers now. Yeah, so she came in and slit his throat.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I failed as a mentor.
You failed as a mentor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't even get to choose whether he lived or died.
He lived or died.
She just slit Matt Mercer's throat right in front of me.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's the point where I was like, dang, I really want a sequel. Because she takes that mask.
Because she takes the mask.
And I was like, I need to know more.
Yeah. So I know this ending because it's one of the endings that I chose to get. Not my canon ending.
Yeah.
Because my canon ending, I saved the day, and well, not to save the day, but I was a mentor.
Yeah.
I'm
assuming you romanced her, right?
So I did. Yes.
Okay, I did not.
My initial playthrough, and this is I didn't know anything about this game.
Yeah.
Like really, other than like the voice actors, in it, and I was like, oh, this looks like
I literally saw the original trailer, and that's it.
Yeah, and that's it. And I didn't really know what was going on, and I was like, I'm just gonna play this, and we're gonna go by vibes.
Yep.
And we're gonna play by vibes, and I didn't have like a clear cut answer of what I want to do, and I was playing it episodic, so I didn't. Your Robert is your Robert. Was like. Yep. My Robert was my Robert. And I immediately started off the game and was all like, this blonde blazer chick's coming on to me.
Mm-hmm. Real quick.
Yeah, really quick.
She's like, hey.
Really quick.
I know I'm in a relationship, but Mecha Man, what's up?
Yeah. And then I met Invisigal, and I was like, never mind. You're my boss. Get away from me.
This is an HR violation at best.
Get away from me. This other one's also an HR violation, but there was
wait. But then you're the boss.
That I'm the boss. Yeah, I don't know if that's worse.
It's different now, right?
I think it's maybe worse. I don't know. But once I met Invisigal, it was clear as the path I needed to take.
Sure.
But I ended up getting basically I ended up romancing Invisigal, was a mentor, got the True Hero card. I've got like my best possible ending, I think. My very first playthrough. Which I'm happy with. I liked the ending that I got, which was obviously not Shroud getting his throat cut by Invisigal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one I did get that ending on the second playthrough, which was rough. That second playthrough was like tough.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have to make all your polar opposite instinctual choices?
Yes, because it's like I started off that game knowing that okay, it was like well, obviously I'm gonna try and romance Mandy Blonde Blazer instead of Invisigal, and this is not gonna go bad. It's not gonna go good for me. Like she's not gonna be happy, Invisigal, and she's not. Spoiler alert! You already know that. So that was a rough one.
So that's what was interesting though, right? Because mine was the mix, right? So do you know if can you not get the ending I got, right? Will Invisigal always go dark if you don't romance her?
No, because you can still be a mentor. My third playthrough.
Interesting.
So you don't romance anyone.
Okay.
So you romance nobody.
Okay.
You basically
if
keep
you
things
romance
professional. So the reason why I had to play 3
yeah,
was because there's 3 trophies. There's one for dating Invisigal, there's one for dating Blonde Blazer, and there's one for dating nobody.
Interesting.
And then also still being a mentor.
How does that work when you get the choice of joining Invisigal at the movie or joining Blonde Blazer at the dinner?
So I went with Invisigal. So when I did the one where you don't romance anyone, I go to the movie.
Okay.
because my thought process
I'm right there with you as far as that's the least.
One is dinner.
Friends. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other one is a movie.
Yeah.
So it's not really date-ish, right?
Okay.
And then you have dialogue options to be all like, yeah, I like you as a friend.
Yeah.
Friend. You know what I mean? So that's kind of like the movies is what I went with. And maybe you can do the dinner date and still be just friends.
Right.
I know that there's a dialogue path after that allows you to shut Blonde Blazer down after the dinner date, because she has a specific dialogue line that I have heard after, like, people say that basically where you shoot or you go on the date with her for dinner, but then you say like, I just want to be your friends.
Yeah.
And then she like walks past the camera and she like mutters something under her breath as she's leaving the room. She's like, what the heck? You know, because she's like confused. Like, because you're like, oh, you went to dinner with me, but you just want to be friends. Like, you're confusing me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can, all right. Can you be the mentor then and be in a relationship with Blonde Blazer? Or does that just totally ruin that?
No, you can be a mentor
and still be in a relationship.
Yeah, with Blonde Blazer, because it's all.
I want to know what I messed up.
It's all about supporting the decisions of
Invisigal,
like helping her,
right?
And not being mean to her, not cutting her from the team. I think is a big one,
right?
I'm assuming you didn't cut her.
No,
yeah,
I never did. I never did anything negative to Invisigal that I can think of. Even when it came to when everyone's at your house, right? And it comes up with the moment of Invisigal wants to go, like, act now.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, yeah, she can do it. Because I always supported Invisigal. I
do wonder.
She was like my best friend in that game.
Yeah.
I didn't want to cut her. I pissed off the whole team. They were like, the team's upset with you, whatever. I was like, well, she's great. Like, second chances, guys. That's what we're all about.
That's what we're all about
so
here.
I was the most supportive. I did all of her QuickTime events or, event for whatever on the cameras and everything. Everything was great. We were best buddies in the whole world. I set her free. I was like, yeah, I fully trust you.
Bad guy.
Yeah, I was like, I fully trust you. You're best friends. Let's go. And she's like, I hate you. And I was like, what? What did I do? The only thing I didn't do is when I was like, okay, she kissed me. And I leaned away from it. I pulled away. And I was like, is that where I went wrong? Like, if I didn't want to screw over Blonde Blazer. I've been already in a relationship.
See, that's what I was like. I was like, I don't know. If I'm looking at if I step back and I try and decide which way he's going to go.
Yeah.
I was like, I think he's probably going to go for Blonde Blazer. Like, I think Blonde Blazer is like the choice that he's going to make, but I'm not 100% sure. Whereas me, it was all like, Invisigal? Who else is here? Who hired me? I don't remember. It was
funny though, because you were talking about
Blonde Blazer.
You're talking about the Robert and the moral choices and everything like that. And it's funny because until I got the moment where it was like, you failed as a mentor, I was like, oh, I got real sad because I specifically chose the relationship with Blonde Blazer because it seemed more professional. And like, we were already, before I started working there, had already kind of like went on a date and had been talking and stuff like that. And that was moving like quickly, but a little like it had at least already started before.
Yeah.
And then Invisigal was in such a rough place. And I was like, she really needs a good friend. Like, and I was like, I'm going to help her. I'm going to coach her. And I feel like if I'm in a relationship with her, I'm going to jeopardize some of that. Right. Because she's going to get some favoritism on the team in like a relationship way. And right now I'm trying to help the Z team as a group. So I'm just going to date my boss and not my employee.
My boss.
And I was like, all right, this is great. This is going to be cool because I've got a relationship here and a best friend here and we're going to be a happy family. And then no, she's a bad guy now.
It is interesting to me because I often thought about this too. And I was like, okay, which one is the canon ending?
Yeah.
Like, what are the people who made this game?
Right.
Like, what is their canon ending? Because that's what I was wondering. If they're going to do a season 2, I don't, like, for full disclosure, I don't play these types of games. Like, I've never played any of these types of games.
Yeah, he's never done the Telltales or anything
I've never played a Telltale game or anything like that. So I don't know how these normally work or anything like that. So my initial thought was, okay, well, if this is an episodic thing, if they're going to do a season 2, does it build off of the choices that you make, in which means they're making 2 different games, 3 different games, or is there a canon? Right. So it's like, there's a canon ending to this. And which choice is the canon ending? Is it dating Blonde Blazer or is it dating Invisigal? And at one point, the first time I played through, I felt like the Invisigal was the way to do things.
Sure.
Like, to me, that was the option.
That
like,
was your Robert story.
That was Robert's story. Was Invisigal was always the end game for my character. It just was. That's just the way it was going to be. And then I hear other people that play it, and they're all like, "Oh no, it's always been Blonde Blazer, and it couldn't be any other person other than Blonde Blazer." And I look at the story of Blonde Blazer when I played through that, and I was like, I can see where they're coming from there, because it's written both ways.
Yes.
Like, you can see it both ways, either just being a mentor to Invisigal and dating Blonde Blazer, or dating Invisigal and being a mentor and just keeping things professional with Blonde Blazer. And I can see both of them as being canon endings, and I still don't know. I still think Invisigal's the canon ending, because that was my first ending and my best ending, and she's not an evil person.
Right.
So that feels very canon to me.
And I don't blame you for that at all. As someone who's only seen my one ending, right? It's so funny, because I'm like, well, obviously, to me, and I get why your reasoning is the way it is. To me, my ending makes so much sense for going forward, because it establishes conflict in a narrative where now you have where Invisigal, even though we were like so close and such good friends, it was never enough, and she spun off, grabbed the mask, and is now going to be the possible villain, or part of the villainous or whatever, going into the next game. And I was like, that's such a complicated, cool story to tell.
Oh, it's very cool.
And the way the story ends with Mandy and everything else, and then Chase living and getting the stone, and now what's his new name? He's got a new name, Starblazer. I was like, that's so cool. They're like, oh, we're trying to find a way to keep his ticker going or whatever. I'm like, I just want him to be Starblazer. That's awesome. Let Mandy be Mandy.
Yeah, I just realized that you did not have to believe Chase was dead.
No.
But for like, what, 2 minutes?
Well, I mean, yeah, I did. He was, well, in a hospital, not dead.
Yeah, I know, but when you get to the end of the episode and Chase is on a ground dead.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, okay. I didn't have to go a week.
He died.
I didn't have to go a whole week.
He died,
for the next
okay?
episode.
I was all like, oh my God, I hate this game. And then my daughter's all like, which episode are you playing right now? And I'm like, this one. She's like, okay, I cried. This is very sad. And I'm like, why would you say that to me? Now I have to wait.
God.
Why is this going to be so sad? And then, yeah, you didn't have to, because you just kept playing.
Yeah. I was like, oh, he's dead. And then the credits roll, and then he's in a hospital.
Yeah, and
I
he's
was
in
like,
the hospital.
Oh, he's not dead.
Hey, I'm going to go get a drink.
Yeah.
There is one decision that you spoiled to me.
Sorry.
By I forget how you mentioned it.
I was going to say, how did I do this?
Yeah, you mentioned something.
This is while you were playing it, and I hadn't played it.
No, that you had played. Like, because I didn't know any of your decisions.
Interesting. Oh, my decisions I spoiled to you.
Your decisions.
Okay, I thought you meant I spoiled the game.
Yeah,
to you.
No,
I was like,
you
how?
spoiled one of your decisions to me.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why you made this decision. This was like. This tells me that your first playthrough was incredibly different than mine. It was the fact that you cut Sonar from the team.
Yeah.
You cut Sonar and you kept Coupe.
Wow.
The obviously super evil person.
Look, I have a team full of bad guys. I'm not here.
Yeah, man, that's just a bad guy.
I'm not here.
Between Sonar and Coupe, one of them is a bad guy.
Right. And at no point in my decision making did personality affect my choice. It was all about results. Coupe was an amazing soldier.
Fantastic.
Yes. She went out there. She supported she filled out a roster. You know what I mean? And she was my speed demon, because I min-maxed. I don't know how you did all your stats. Every single people on my team had a 10 in at least one thing.
I only had like 2 people at 10s.
I had every single person have a 10 in something except for Invisigal. She was everything. She was like 7s across the board. Or something like that. However it maths out. But she was my speed demon. She was my mobility master. And same with when I got to Waterboy, right? Since I lost my smarty pants in Sonar, he became my new intelligence operator. And I did this across the board. Flambe, max attack.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I only maxed one person's attack, and that was Malevola.
Really?
I did max attack on Malevola, and I did max defense on Golem. Everybody else
Vitality?
was kind of
Golan was my Vitality max also.
Everybody else, I didn't max out any individual stat, but I shifted their stat rotation to kind of one area, like one side.
Yeah.
With the exception of Waterboy, who was an everyman.
Interesting.
Waterboy
that was my
Invisigal.
That was my Invisigal because I sent her on a lot of solo missions.
Oh no, my Invisigal was high mobility. Like she was high mobility. Yeah. Okay. She was fast.
I could see that though.
But yeah, no, I didn't do like max stats on anybody except for those two.
Yeah,
because Malevola, I just wanted to be an attack.
My Malevola was Vitality and attack.
Yeah,
like she was that like attack. Big area there. But no, I really liked the going out of the way to mix things up. Also, I like that we both chose Waterboy in our first playthrough.
Oh, absolutely.
He was so good. Joel Harver is such a fantastic voice actor for that role. Also, speaking of Joel Harver, the YouTubers that they got for this doesn't always work out well, right? Them getting content creators, YouTubers, streamers, things like that. They really did great.
Yeah, they did really good.
They did really, really, really well.
I think I had one nitpick for the entire thing was one of the voice actors, in the beginning, I remember I was telling you, I was like, everything is really good. But one of them, I was so excited to have her in the game, but her lines are really kind of falling short for me.
We're talking about Alana Pierce.
And yeah, it was Alana. And that was because early on in the game, I don't think she has enough lines.
Yeah.
Right.
She's
in the
not
first
part of it a lot.
Couple of episodes. Like the first 2 episodes, I don't think she had time to shine right away.
Yeah.
And I was trying to find like, if there's anything negative I'm going to say about anybody in here, I wish she had more lines because her lines are a little bit like flat for me.
They also do the voice modulation on
and the voice modulation was a little bit weird with her. But that being said, it was only for like the first and second episode. It was like right after that, it turned around and she became one of my favorite characters.
See, and I'm sure you got very different dialogue than me too, though, because I cut Sonar, which was her bestie.
Yes.
And she was real mad at me.
And that's the thing.
Real mad.
She like the lines between her and Sonar get even more intense the further on you get, and you get more of them and the more banter. And she also gets a lot more main lines as well. And like it's perfect. Yeah. Like she's absolutely great. And like I said, and that happens with a couple of them. And the same thing was kind of with Punch Up. Mm-hmm. So Jack Septiceye in the first episode, he was kind of like not a standout for me, but the more you get into these characters, the more they flesh them out through the episodes, then they all start to like really go.
There's so many characters in this game.
Yeah, there's so many of them that it's easy for them to get overshadowed in the first couple of episodes.
Yeah. It's all about building them up over the course of the game and all the episodes, because they're introducing to so many characters at once, and you can only fit so many lines in with the type of gameplay they have. But even then, it's so smart, because if you choose to send someone out, you'll get little bits here and there and stuff. And they'll go rogue and off on their own thing. You're like, where are you going, Flambe? And you just see Flambe's little dot moving around, and then I'm like, I ain't send you nowhere. And then he comes back and it's like, fire started. And I'm like, you monster. Yeah, what a jerk. Also, off the jump, I'm just bouncing around everywhere. Did you hit him with water or alcohol on your first play?
Oh, on my very first playthrough, I hit him with water.
Me too.
And knocked his tooth out.
Yeah. I was watching my son start this game, and he out the rip hit him with alcohol, and he caught on fire and lost his eyebrows. And I was like, wait, when does he lose his tooth? He's not losing his tooth.
He doesn't lose his tooth.
I was like, what the heck? Him missing a tooth and having a lisp for the rest of the game was like a defining characteristic of this character. Yep. This guy had to record all his lines multiple times because of the tooth thing. Like, what commitment? That's awesome.
Yeah. No, everybody, like, overall, I think they were perfect casting, like, across the board. Everybody did such a killer job.
Insane and I understand, like, Critical Roles did a big part of this between Matt Mercer and Travis and Laura and everything else. They're a big part of it and everything. But and they're, professional voice actors and everything else. But Jacksepticeye, Sean doing his Punch Up.
Yeah.
It just as his voice shouldn't work. It shouldn't just work for that character. Yeah. It's perfect.
It's perfect.
It's so good. He brings so much energy to this little man. And like, I'm like, you know what? Dang it, man. Like they nailed this.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like at the end of the day, in like a fun sort of thing, you could probably hire YouTubers to be voice actors for less money than some of these SAG after actual voice actors and stuff. I'm not saying, hey, hire cheaper work, but I'm sure that was part of it for like a first game from this studio and everything. But man, what a quality game. And like to really come out the gate and be like, look, voice actors and content creators can step outside their comfort level a little bit and do great things.
Yeah.
And this was absolute proof of it.
Yeah. Just like I said, overall, the cast, like.
And then you got Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul was excellent. Like, really, really good. Like, probably. So, as far as like rankings of like my favorite characters in the game, Aaron Paul is like number one. Like, I really like Robert as a character.
Yeah.
Overall, I liked him a lot.
It's such an interesting, like when the game starts off, that's not the voice I expected for my main character voice. And it was perfect.
It's perfect, though. It's really, really good. And then I think my tops, if I just do like the top level, just a couple, not all of them, but like Malevola is like my second.
Really?
She
went from your least favorite.
Well, because she didn't get enough time in the beginning.
To your second favorite.
My second.
Wow. I thought Invisigal for sure.
Invisigal, and so her and Invisigal are like right up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like Robert, Malevola, Invisigal.
Charlie's got to be in there for you, right?
Yeah. Is like the next one on the list. And then after that, I mean, they're all really good, but I think probably Chase would be next.
Chase is fantastic. I was going to say Waterboy, but
fantastic.
Chase is so good.
Waterboy, yeah. But those are like my top 5-ish, whatever.
That's what's so funny, though, is I start to go through it. That I love all of them. Because you get to Prism.
Oh, Prism.
Like Thought Squad. I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God. I remember, I think when I was
They're
playing
all so good.
I immediately sent you a Thought Squad song.
Yeah, oh yeah, you
because
did.
I heard that song.
I'm gonna show you how to make a pancake.
And I had to send it to you immediately because I loved that song. And like all the other songs, oh man, Thought Squad is amazing.
Dude, so good. It's wild, dude.
But yeah, I still can't believe you cut Sonar. Going back to that. It was a clear choice to cut Coupe for me.
You know what's funny? I've got the casting pulled up and stuff now, and I'm scrolling through looking at all like some of the characters I don't know off the top of my head and stuff like that. And it's just like Liam O'Brien was lightning struck in Blinded Goon. Taliesin Jaffe is the bartender. Ashley Johnson is Brain Book and Ashley Rhymes. Marisha Ray is Brickhouse, and Sam Riegel is Sweet Talker and Grumpy Guy. And I'm like, okay, so I was wrong about the people in Critical Role. All of them were here.
Yeah, there's
it's not just the 3 main people or whatever.
Yeah.
But oh man, dude, I couldn't believe how much I love Joel Farber's performance in this, and I did not think he was going to be in this game.
Yeah.
Waterboy's like, oh God, I could just,
good.
I'm all over the place on this review and everything else and whatever. Of course I am, but man, the characters in this game are so freaking good, and the way they handle powers in this world of like, yes, you have your Phenomenon, which is the worst name ever, and I love
Phenomenon, yeah.
And the fact that he's essentially alien, I say alien Superman, but I guess Superman's an alien.
He is Superman,
but he's sad.
Yeah.
He's like depressed Superman.
Depressed version. Man, you didn't get a chance to actually play with him.
I got him for an episode,
like long. I played with him for a while.
Yeah,
because the second playthrough, I went ahead and brought him in on the team instead of Waterboy.
Yeah.
And he's a tough one to play with, especially if you don't go the antidepressants route.
He's got antidepressants as an upgrade?
You can upgrade him, yeah, and give him antidepressants. But it grounds him, no more flying.
Really?
Yeah, so...
man, so he loses his speed.
So he loses all that speed, yeah.
Interesting.
Which is interesting. But he's kind of like... He reminds me of the hybrid nature of Sonar because of if you're doing well, he's great. But as soon as anybody fails, he gets depressed. And it gets bad.
Yeah. 45 seconds and rest is a lot.
It doesn't sound like a lot.
It
does, gameplay, man. It is a ton.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was a very interesting character to actually have on the squad because of the duality of his build, essentially.
Yeah.
But it was fun. It was different than Waterboy for sure.
I was gonna say, but it's just funny because you get Waterboy and he's the polar opposite. He's terrible at first.
Yeah.
He's just, but like I was just including him as a secondary character on missions where I didn't need him. Right? I was like, all right. And then
I immediately started stacking him with
I was stacking him with people. Oh, Invisigal with the double XP.
Of the double XP.
Yeah.
Because I was all like,
100%.
Wait a second. The game reminded me, says that Waterboy is probably the ultimate hero in this world.
Right? Yeah. Right.
Right.
He's nothing. He'll be everything.
He is the hero of the world. He just hasn't been given a chance yet.
Right. It was just puking water on the windows.
Yeah. So the only real answer here is for him to be new best friends with Invisigal.
Yes.
And she's going to power level this man.
Yeah.
I had already gotten her maxed out with Golem, the Affinity at that point or whatever. Mm-hmm. So I was like, there's no reason to not just like mainline Waterboy every time I can with her just to get him leveled up as quick as possible. And he was not the hero we needed, but he was the one we deserved.
The fact that he gets to a point where he like heals 2 squad members when you send him out was huge.
He is a good
between
character.
him and Malevola being able to heal teammates. I was healing everybody. I was going out in missions and I would be like, all right, Waterboy's a little hurt, so I'm going to send him out with Malevola. But Malevola's a little hurt. That's fine because he's going to heal her. And then I'll send him out with someone else that's a little hurt because Prism's a little hurt. And now everyone's at full health. And I'm like, yeah, I love it.
I think Prism ended up being like my most used character.
Mine too, I think. She was my charisma queen.
In the very first playthrough because she's just so good at everything. Prism was like the standout. And Golem also, when you get him upgrades right.
Really?
Oh yeah, when he can just like... He can solo stuff.
I would solo him a lot with a lot of stuff.
Like he can spread out over things, and then being able to use him in different positions to do different buffs is also very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, my first run through Prism was like my top, and then Malevola, my second one, was like my number one used on like everything.
I don't know if I'd have to look at my list again. It was either Coupe or Prism is my number one used.
Yeah.
But Coupe was real good.
Malevola being able to show you what you were going to need for
I didn't take that upgrade. I took the other one, the portals.
Really cool. That one's really, really cool.
I'll never know.
Yeah, it's a really neat ability. And Invisigal's Rumors ability is also really cool. And it's just like something that you'd never see.
I don't think I took that one either.
Yeah, it's like the first playthrough, I didn't even know it existed because I didn't take it.
Yeah.
And then the second playthrough, I was actually watching, like I was flipping through videos and I saw a YouTube video and I saw an icon on the screen and I was like, what is that icon? This is like something from like beta days or something like that. But no, it's like something that happens with Invisigal's specific Rumors ability. There's an icon that comes up and you can use that to get rumors to, like help you on your next mission.
Nice.
Which is really cool. But yeah, no, it's like I said, my second playthrough, Malevola became my like most used character just because, man, I could send her out to anything.
Yeah.
I will say that the cutscene that you get when fighting Sonar versus fighting Coupe, vastly different things.
Really?
Yes. The fight scene with Coupe was very dramatic and like thematic because Coupe is such a bad guy. Like the classic bad guy.
Yeah.
That fight felt way more satisfying than the fight with Sonar.
Which is crazy because I loved the fight with Sonar.
The fight with
because
Sonar,
he never.
Yeah, I don't know.
It never felt like he was like he wanted to be a bad guy.
Yeah, exactly.
It felt like he was just fitting in because he felt out of place in our group because we kicked him out.
That's why,
and that he needed a new like found family, and he was just angry and lashing out.
Yeah,
but that's why at the end when I accepted him back into the team, it felt so like such an easy choice.
Yeah.
And when he looked at me and he like kind of like smiled and nodded, I was like, yeah, dude, come on, welcome back.
Yeah. Interesting.
But yeah, I mean one day maybe I'll get a chance to play through it again and see the other side of things.
Did you hide whether or not you were Mecha Man?
No, of course not.
You told everybody?
I was
yeah, I told everybody right.
My Robert was I was there. I was
had to.
Happy family. I didn't want to hide stuff from my team. I didn't want, even from Flambe. I thought he might kill me, but whatever. And I just needed everyone to just know that they could trust me, and I wanted to trust them, and it all worked out. Flambe was real angry for a while.
Oh yeah, real angry. That was one of my favorite scenes. Was Flambe coming to your apartment?
Yeah, just punching you immediately.
Immediately, he had some of like
I'm gonna do this like once a month.
Flambe's lines.
Oh yeah,
God, he killed it. Like the writing for all these characters was excellent.
That's what's wild.
So good. But yeah. Flambe's like some of like real laugh out loud moments, like really really enjoyable stuff. All the characters.
It's funny.
It was killing me.
Where they like get that second chance, like during the missions where you're dispatching to like kind of hit you with lines. Because, you're having the meeting, right? Your first meeting with the team. And Golem comes in and he bumps me and I'm like, take a seat. And I throw a chair into him and it sticks. And then he whatever. And he goes, he sits on the floor and stuff. And then I'm like, oh, this man's kind of dumb, but he's real mad. And then we start the mission. He's like, take a seat. I get it now. That's funny. And I'm like, you just got that, bro? It's like, all right, this is funny. I like this guy. I think Golem, as far as the characters writing wise, was the weakest to me.
Golem was your weakest?
Yes.
So, like I said, originally I thought Malevola was weak, but it was just the first couple of episodes. And then I really liked her character after the fact. And thinking about it now, like if you were to ask, I think that Golem probably is like the one that they did the least with.
Yeah. And that's not to say Golem is bad.
No.
I think Golem's a great
character.
archetypal character, but everyone else just stands out so much.
Yeah, everyone else does stand out so much. And I'm trying to think, like, no, he didn't have really anything to do within the comics either. Did you read the comics?
Oh, no, I don't have this deluxe edition.
Yeah, so I read the comics in it. The Waterboy one was just funny, haha. The Malevola and Sonar comic, excellent, because it really goes to show their friendship and like kind of like their connection. The Punch Up Coupe comic, also very good, because you get like real history on the two of those.
Nice.
And why they're like together and why they're like so close to each other. The comics were actually really good. I liked them.
Good.
Yeah, they were cool. The other comic, what was that one about? That one was about Phenomenon Man and Blonde Blazer.
Okay.
I hate saying Phenomenon Man.
It's awful. It's so intentional. It's so intentionally bad.
So intentionally bad.
I love it. Travis being the voice for that too. God, he's so many good scenes when he just stands up from the car and you're just embedded with shrapnel.
Yes.
I was like,
I love that.
I appear to have stood up too quickly and impaled you. Like, it's so good. It's just, oh, well, dang.
Yeah. One of the things that I thought was funny with Phenomenon was the subtle thing, which I didn't even ask what you did on this one. But did you kiss Blonde Blazer on the sign?
No.
You did not?
No.
Okay. So if you did, there is music that plays when he comes out of the sky. It's very ominous.
Really?
Yes. So like if you don't kiss her, he just kind of like flies down and everything is kind of like normal, right? And you're just like, oh, this is where I find out she has a boyfriend and it's Superman.
Yeah. Right? That was me.
If you kiss her, which I did on the very first playthrough, because she leaned in, I thought she was trying to kiss me. So
I was like, oh, I just met and she's drunk.
I'm drunk too. She obviously wants to kiss me. She didn't want to kiss me. But when you do that, like there's ominous music that plays when he comes down. Yeah, it's like very ominous. Like, oh, he gonna murder me.
I'm dead.
He gonna kill me.
Like she told him, or did he know because he's Phenomenon?
And then like when you get to the part like where he's all like, well, you have the option where like, did you like will you say you kissed her? Like,
really? You can tell him?
Option. You can tell him straight up. And I'm like, there's nobody else. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't want to get killed by this alien. Yeah, there's more there.
Wow. No, I had no idea.
Yeah, all the little dialogue changes are like hilarious. Like I love them. There's like so many really cool moments that you only get if you say certain things. And they're like such good lines. Like I think one of my favorite lines is if you tell Blonde Blazer not to leave the dispatch offices.
I did that
in the end.
I did that.
You did that?
I said, don't like, go.
Yeah, and she tells everybody to listen to Robert.
Yeah. I was like, don't go. They listen to you. And she's like, everyone listen to him.
Listen to Robert. That line killed me.
That's my canon.
Took me out in the second one because I did that on the second playthrough. The first playthrough I was all like, you gotta go
yeah,
like sent her out, you know. But yeah, the second one when I did that one, that line took me out. I love that line.
It's fantastic.
It's such a good line. And then you don't hear it if you only do one playthrough and you choose the wrong option or the different option.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say that's my canon choice.
That's your canon choice.
She looks at me, it looks at everyone else. Everyone looks at Robert. It's like, okay.
It's such a good thing.
God, I wish I knew everyone off the top of my head. One of the other dispatchers. God, he's so good. Everyone in this game is so good, man.
So, question, because I know we're getting close to the end here.
Yeah, sure. We can keep going for a couple hours.
And I think I already know the answer to this. Because you kind of hinted at it before. You already kind of like said something along this line, which is, are you done playing Dispatch?
Oh, I don't know.
Or are you going to play it again?
So this is what sucks. Time's hard to find, and it's really hard to come by. Game life, be playing Rival Rivals and our normal daily stuff. I'm also trying to play through Ghost of Yotei because Tsushima was my favorite game, just full stop period ever. And I would love to finish Yotei one day, but that's a meteor game. And knowing that I was able to knock Dispatch out in like a nice 8-hour chunk when I had a day free, that was my mission for the weekend.
Which is wild to me that like you had 8 hours. That's like
well, it's because the rest of the family was out of town. they went somewhere. And I was like, countdown begins right now. Bye, loved ones, and go. And I told you in advance this was happening.
Yeah.
And I was like, let's do this.
Like, you madman.
But like the idea, like, when is that going to come up again? Especially when I'm trying to work through another game. I'm like, okay, that's, even if I already know the choice, whatever, I'm going to play through it. It doesn't have to be in one sitting, but that's 8 hours of time that I'm probably going to put into another game instead. Mm-hmm. And then when I finish that, I need to go back and finish God of War Ragnarok. And then I do have all these live service games. And then what else is out by then? And it's this whole thing of like, am I going to find the time to go through and play a game I've already played just to do different choices? I would like to. I don't know for sure. And if I don't, I'm not going to be mad because I got a fantastic story out of the game and it will be my canon forever if that's the case. But I don't know. Maybe I would like to go back and experience. What I would like to do is just be full like evil Robert. I want to try to make the polar opposite decisions. Obviously, I would try a relationship with, Invisigal, but be a jerk to everybody. Yeah. I don't know how that would. She'd probably still hate me. So I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, because I immediately jumped into a second playthrough.
Yeah,
like as soon as I finished the first round, I was like, "All right, time to go again." And then I did it again, and then I was like, "I think I gotta play this one more time."
Yeah, you've got nothing but free time in your life.
Well, no. So the funny thing is that like I do play more video games than you, but because I will do it to the detriment of my health.
Yeah, you're silly man.
I will just stay up late. It'll be all like, well, I could either go to bed or the family's asleep. Ain't nobody care but my sleep schedule,
which is so funny. My family's like the opposite. If everyone's asleep, they're like, go to sleep. We're sleeping. Like, okay.
Nope, not me. I'll just be in the living room playing some games.
Yeah.
And I will to the detriment of my own health, I will destroy my sleep schedule to play some video games, which is how I was able to play so many games this year. Like I was able to play.
Oh, you've burned through everything I haven't played.
Yeah, like the fact that I was able. Claire is not a short game.
Right.
Claire is a pretty decently length game. So is Death Stranding too, and then Donkey Kong on top of that. I literally am at the end of Prime 4 right now. Like I have like one mission left. That's done. But
none of these games I've played.
Yeah, I've been putting in some hours, but I do it either in the morning because I get up really early, or late at night because I refuse to go to bed after I do all my thing, or both. But yeah, no, I was curious as whether or not you were gonna give this one another shot.
I would like to.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, for me, it was less about like needing to see the different endings and more about wanting to see dialogue options and how they played out differently, like what people did differently. Because I loved every actor and actress in this game, and I wanted to hear everything. Like I wanted to hear all the dialogue that I could hear. And all of
you just wanted more.
I want more of these characters.
Yeah,
is really what it came down to. Is it like I adore all these characters and I don't want to let them go yet. So if I can just keep playing it, then I'll keep playing it.
Yeah.
Now I don't know if you know this or not, but there is a fourth Robert card that you get at the end of the game. Did you hear about this? That AdHoc has said nobody has achieved yet.
What?
At time of recording. So there is there's the card that you get. Do you remember what you got your first playthrough?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
So
what is a Robert card?
That you get a card for your Robert. So like the first one that I got was True Hero, right? So it was like your Robert was a true hero who always did the right thing, blah blah blah. And there's like Everyman.
What?
And then there's,
I gotta look this up.
Yeah, so you don't remember this?
I don't remember this at all.
It's in your credits. You should have taken a screenshot.
I was like, did I send you a photo?
No, I don't think you did. Because you didn't tell me, because I don't think you wanted to send me any screenshots because like you didn't want to spoil the game for me. But yeah, when you beat the game, you get these different cards that tell you kind of like what are the choices that you made as a like overall like kind of character arc essentially. And they call them dispatch cards, or like Robert cards is what people have called them on the line. And AdHoc has come forward to say that there is one that nobody has gotten yet because they have all the background data on this. And I was going to ask you about it, but
I think I had True Hero.
You probably had True Hero.
I think I had True Hero. Robert always tried to do the right thing at the right time. Yes. I'm 99% sure that's what I had.
I think Everyman is the most common.
What's Everyman?
That's like you kind of like make like the I think it's called Everyman. Do you have the cards pulled up?
I
can't remember. I think I got that on my second playthrough.
Types of Roberts.
I think it was Everyman.
Okay.
Was what I got on the second playthrough, which was like I think that's like the baseline. You kind of like make bog standard decisions throughout the entire game. Like you try to keep everybody happy, right? So you're not like mean to everybody, and you're also like not a true hero. Like you do some kind of like morally gray things. Like I'm assuming throwing the guy off the balcony in the beginning.
I'll say I didn't do that yet.
Probably gets you there. Oh, you didn't throw that guy off the balcony?
No.
Yeah, neither did I.
No, of course not. I'm a hero.
I brought him back in.
And then Chase is all like, if you find Shroud, you gonna kill him? And I'm like, nah, dog.
Yeah,
I'm a good guy. I'm not gonna kill anybody.
No.
Anti-hero looks like it's one of them.
Yeah, anti-hero. Yeah.
Interesting.
So the one that's
so there is a fourth. Then you're saying, okay, yeah, because I guess it's Everyman, True Hero, and Anti-hero.
So they did a data mine and they found a card that's called Tactician. And AdHoc has said nobody has gotten it. They're not sure if it's even possible. Air quotes is what they said.
All right, Tactician. It has to do with the actual gameplay, right?
So what they have alluded to is that it is a flawless game run.
Okay.
Like you fail nothing. So that most likely includes not failing any hacking and not failing a single call and not missing a single call. But nobody's done it yet.
Interesting.
Interesting. I think the what is the thing called? Thing where you put the things in, it's got the combo. The safe hack is probably like the hardest hack in the game. That's the one where the viruses are coming from every single side. Did you pass that one at all? Did you ever crack that safe?
Safe one. Where's the safe at?
So it's where the pulse is. The astral pulse in the warehouse where you're assisting Visigal. And she gets into the office. We
did that. I didn't fail any hacking.
So you passed the safe one.
Yeah.
Okay, so that one was the hardest hack in the game.
Okay.
And also, if you fail that one, the story just moves on because Shroud just cuts the power. And that's how that whole thing goes, basically.
Oh, okay.
And then the safe just opens on its own.
With the power gone?
Yeah, you don't hack it.
Interesting.
Like, she actually was like, oh, you did it. And you're like, what? I didn't do anything. Is one of the dialogue options. But I'm assuming you can't fail that one either.
Interesting. See, I didn't realize I thought you had to pass all the hacking.
No, so you do not have to pass all the hacking. And especially that one. Like, that one seems like a pass-fail, but if you do fail that one, the power just cuts. Okay. And she gets in anyway. But yeah, so with Tactician, you've got to, I guess, allegedly pass that, which is the hardest hack in the game. Every other hack, as well as all the missions, I would assume.
Okay.
So never failing.
I definitely failed some missions. I forget.
I know you sent me one where it was all like you did worse than everybody or something.
You did better.
Oh, better than
1% of all other players. And I was like,
hey.
Yay! And I was like, my accomplishment is like 4 weeks after this episode released.
Yes.
Playing the game and still doing so poorly that I did better than 1% of all players, which might be as low as it goes. I don't know if they ever say you did zero.
Yeah, no, it's probably 1%.
So I'm like, all right, I'm bottom like 5 of all people who have ever played this game for this episode. And it was funny because I was doing so poorly because it was when the team was fighting over getting cut.
Oh yeah,
they were like, they were sabotaging each other, and things were going bad real quick. And I was like, and I was failing everything, and my team was all beat up and everything. And I see a photo of like all their like pictures are all like bloodied and everything. Yeah. And then it's just like, yeah, bro, but I did pass. I technically passed the episode. I didn't fail, and it was just like, yeah, man, you barely scraped by compared to every other person who's ever played this episode. And I was like, I didn't know I could possible to do this bad, but I did. And then the rest of them were okay. Yeah. I just kept getting better and better throughout it.
You just got to keep practicing. Maybe you can get that Tactician.
Yeah, sure.
So that's not,
if anyone's going to get it, it's you.
I am not going after Tactician.
Why not?
Absolutely not.
You're going to get on accident.
No. I still failed a bunch, even on my best playthroughs. But yeah, no, I'm not interested in that. As far as recording, nobody's gotten it yet. So we'll see if anybody actually does. Somebody's out there going to get it.
It's going to happen, for sure.
You're going to have somebody that grinds it.
People beat Bloodborne with Guitar Hero controllers.
That's true. Yeah. There's that guy that plays Call of Duty with a recorder, too.
Yeah. So the fact that you can do this in, even if you got a pass-fail, start over, it's an 8-hour game.
Yeah.
Someone's going to get it.
Somebody's going to get it. But yeah, as of right now, nobody's gotten the hidden Robert card. So
we'll see.
Yeah.
It's probably happened by the time this goes up.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see. Yeah. I'm curious as to exactly what is necessary.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is actually necessary for that to kind of happen. It is funny. The last thing that I'll talk about here is I think I brought it up to you once, which was an interview that AdHoc did with somebody, which was that the endings that you're getting and the choices that you're getting are not bugs. Because there was a lot of people that were complaining that they got the ending that they got because they felt like it was a bug, that they were supposed to get a better ending.
Interesting.
And they felt like it was a bug.
Is there a bad ending in this game?
People don't like the ending where she slashes people's throats. And
that's interesting.
And becomes an anti-hero.
I thought that was such a compelling like ending, because even though I treated her is like great, other than like I didn't date her.
That's what I mean. So even you kind of alluded to it. You're like, I did everything that I thought I did.
Right.
But she still slashed.
But even with that,
she's still evil.
Even with that though, she was treated terribly by everyone else.
Yeah.
All of our friends, everyone else in the Z team wanted to kick her out. Chase, even though he saved her in the end, had always been rude to her. Maui had always been like super rude to her like the whole game. Wanted to leave her tied up and everything else. I was like, wow, like she'd had a complicated story and like working for Shroud a little bit here and there and all that. And I was not shocked at all when she did what she did. I was more shocked to find out that didn't have to happen.
Yeah. No, a lot of people considered that to be a bug and were complaining and making threads about it. People were discussing it. So much so that AdHoc had to come out and say openly, she's like, no, this is not a bug. It is the choices that you were making.
Do better.
And people were all like, well, this is, I played the last 2 episodes flawlessly. There's no way this could happen. And a lot of people were just assuming that earlier choices didn't matter.
That's insane.
Only later choices mattered, which everybody, at AdHoc was like, no, absolutely not. The choices always matter from start to finish.
Right. That's not how life goes, let alone video games or anything
and everybody's
else.
like, well, I made all the right choices in the last 2 episodes. This shouldn't have happened. And they're like, no, there's other choices. It's
start over.
You're basically, it's a scorecard.
Yeah.
And you are not hitting the numbers on that scorecard to get the ending that you think that you're going to get.
Right.
Because you're not doing the right things. And it's funny because when I was playing through the game, me and my daughter were talking about the game after the same things. And one of the things that I told her was when I was playing through, on my very first playthrough, and I was choosing Invisigal, and that was my canon ending, any room that I was in where I was talking about Invisigal,
you just assumed she was there.
I just assumed she was there.
Yeah, same.
I always assumed she was in the room.
Yeah.
If I was talking to literally anybody, I could have been talking to Chase in my house.
Yep.
It didn't matter. Invisigal was in the room.
Yeah.
Because they established that in the beginning when she was in the room. When the very first time
you throw your jacket on her,
you throw your jacket or shirt on her. Yeah. Like they established right off the jump that Invisigal was in the room. So from then on, I just assumed Invisigal was in the room. No matter
which half the time was true.
What? Yeah, exactly. And that's what I told me and my daughter. Was like, yeah, I just assumed she's always in the room. And Tempe was like, yeah, same. I just assumed she was always there. And I'm like, yeah, that's how I played the entire game.
Yeah.
If anybody asked me any question about Invisigal, I looked around and was all like, yep, love her. She's the best person I've ever met.
Yeah.
I did not betray her, not even once. Didn't even think about it. Didn't matter who I was talking to. Didn't matter where I was. I just always assumed she was in the room.
That's why I was wondering about the thing. Because like I said, I treated her as if she was my best friend. And she really was for like the narrative.
I know you made a...
And I didn't date her.
Somewhere.
I didn't date her, so she hates me.
Somewhere.
So
I just don't know. You'll have to play it again and see.
No.
Until they really reveal the back end, which eventually we'll get. Maybe. We'll see the back end and we'll be able to see what you did wrong. Because you screwed up.
It's fine. I like the ending I got, which is the funny thing.
You screwed
because
up.
I'm like, all right, if she didn't kill him and I had the choice, then I wouldn't have killed Shroud and he would have went to jail or something, I presume, or so. I don't know. Maybe Chase would have flown through his stomach. I don't know how this game goes, but I like the ending where it's a twist and she's frustrated and she picks up the mask and disappears and stuff. I like that for a narrative because it opens up cool doors for a sequel. Even though that might not actually be how it goes because of your ending. I don't know what's
I like
canon.
mine better. I was about to tell you exactly what mine is, but it would technically be a spoiler because you didn't seen it yet.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Because that's not what I got was how the game ended.
Yeah. So I'm not even going to tell you what happened in mine. Unless you ask me, like tomorrow at work.
I got
to talk about it.
But yeah, this is a fun game.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
So yeah, it was a fun game, and I am very interested in seeing how it plays out on tabletop.
Yeah.
I would, because I honestly.
Are you wanting to run this? Are you wanting to be a player? What's the?
Yeah.
Okay.
Both. I would run
different endings.
Yes, different endings. Yeah, I want to see how both work. I would love to run this game. I think it would be fun to play in it as well. I think both of those would be really good, and I'm very interested to see because it's interesting to try and think about how it would work, and I can't brain it.
Yeah,
like,
but knowing there's so many pieces of paper in front of you.
Yes, knowing that it is incredibly well fleshed out. This seems like it's very well thought out, and it only has a complexity rating of 2, so it can't be super complicated. I am super interested to try this out on a tabletop setting and see how it could actually work, and see if it could be something more than just a one shot. Like, could this be like a longer form game like they're supposedly working on, like an 8-episode arc? I would love to see how that actually plays out.
I wish that was out now, because if I didn't have to brain this at all, it just could play through a little campaign.
Play through a whole campaign. That would be like the best case scenario, I think. I'm just really interested to see how this plays out in a tabletop setting, because I enjoyed my time with the idea of the world a lot. I love it. And I'd love to see how it translates to a tabletop setting.
And you haven't listened to the Critical Role?
I have not, no.
Okay.
I do want to listen to that, and then I think I want to listen to that, and I think I want to try and formulate a plan of how we're going to get this on the table.
Just like the actual game of Dispatch, the best part of the Critical Role Daggerheart episode for this was the characters. The characters are so good, and it's always that thing of like, here's the power and here's the negative of the power, and here's where like they get the gritty real world balance of superherodom. And the only thing they didn't do is they never actually deal with like the dispatching of things and stuff like that, which I believe this does have mechanics.
Yes,
for that.
This has mechanics for that. So I'm really interested to see how those work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but hey guys, we enjoyed Dispatch a lot, Richard, even more than me, and I really hope they make another one.
Yeah.
So that if you enjoy these little video game reviews, you don't get a lot of them, so don't expect more of them all the time, but you will get them occasionally.
We don't do them often.
Because sometimes Richard and I's taste in video gaming lines up, and we feel like we have to talk about it. And if you like that, let us know. And if you hate that, we'll talk about other things later.
Yeah.
If you want to keep those two lanterns lit, positive affirmations help do that. If you want to support us on podcasty places, 5 stars wherever you're listening, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and beyond is really super duper appreciated as well. YouTube, like and subscribe. Hit the little bell if you want to see more of our faces, or just listen to us in the background while you're driving to work or getting there. However you do so, maybe it's a train, plane, or automobile, any sort of rolly device, bicycle. But until next time, y'all, I've been Tyler.
And I've been Richard.
And we've been True Strike. Bye. Hey, Adventures. Thanks again for joining us today. Please be sure to give us a follow on your favorite podcasting platforms and YouTube. If there's any questions you'd like to write into the show, you can hit us up on Threads, Blue Sky, or Instagram. New episodes released every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern. Thank you for listening to True Strike.